what do you call it? Let me take a look at the chat here. Oh, well, destroy the car?
Yep.
I don't remember this. I don't remember this at all, funnily enough.
You changed into the best costume for this level.
Looks like, all right, good on me. Do I have to switch where I'm hitting the car from, or can I just hit it?
You have to switch sides.
Oh, okay. Not yet, though.
Yeah, I think it stops making noise when you move the switch.
Right.
Yeah, well, I've seen this kind of reference in a ton of other games. Most recently, what was it? Yeah, jazz punk reference to the classic game Street Fighter car smashing thing. I mean, you end up in a fight against a Honda.
That's another game I need to pick up. It's so weird.
It's pretty much the Naked Gun of games.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't realize I had to do this for more than two sides, sadly. Oh. What did I do wrong there?
I think one of the strategies for this is to use the shockwave thing because it goes.
Through. Okay.
I'm talking about chat. I've just dropped a link in there to kind of my brawler recommendation of the past few years. The fan-made Streets of Rage remake.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, I never actually played it myself.
It is super good. They've basically reverse engineered all three Streets of Rage games and then put them together again as one huge combined super game.
That's pretty amazing, actually.
And it has a full level editor, modding tool set.
That's really cool, actually. Alright, let's God Hand and then get through this, and I got a good 35 seconds left. Am I gonna have to destroy this thing from the back too? I hope not. Fuck, I am.
I can't recall. A lot of people are saying use the roundhouse kick and then cancel out of it.
Oh, okay.
And the only problem I had with Streets of Rage remake back in the day was, I think when they were in development, they actually passed it by Sega and asked if it was okay, and Sega said it was. They had everything right. And then the moment it was released, they got hit by a cease and desist.
Ah. Well, at least it was released, I guess.
Yeah, but it was released with a bunch of bugs, and it looks like they quietly were working on it because like a year and a half later, a new version just quite silently was released on a bunch of sites at once.
I remember reading, because when we were doing Police Knots, I was like keeping my eye out on like fan projects and cease and desist and things like that. And this one, was it Chrono Trigger fan project? Hey, wait, hold on a sec. Ah, shit.
Yeah, there were two Chrono Trigger fan projects that got hit by cease and desist, I think.
Right. And then,
a ROM hack and also kind of just a tech demo that was a remake of several famous battle scenes.
But they got the one got hit by a C&D just before they were going to release, which was that's kind of awful at that point. It's like, all right, Square, come on, just let them go with it at that, they're almost done. But I don't know. That's the world of fan projects, I guess.
It's a shame that all the really cool fan projects always get shut down.
Yeah.
Did that remake of Metroid 2 get shut down?
No. It is trucking along. A bunch of speedrunners streamed it as part of a Metroid Marathon event. The demo that was released, it's like the first half of the game.
Oh, wow.
And it is so good. Like, these are like the best Metroid speedrunners out there. And they say this is like what they're going to be doing as the official Metroid 2 from now on. Because it's so much better.
That's neat.
Yeah, Metroid 2 was a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, this is like a full zero mission remake of it.
Wow. Alright.
Let me just drop that in chat as well.
Please do, yeah.
Let's
see here.
It's the best Metroid game to be released in years.
Alright,
yeah.
I got 10 grand to drop now, So I guess might as well buy some techniques.
Well, there's either that or the TP up or the move slot up.
What is TP again?
TP is how long you stay in God mode for.
And oh, this is yeah. You know what? Let's do that. And then we're gonna go with Pimp Hand, of course. And we'll set those techniques right now. I'm gonna end the combo on the Pimp Hand. I think is the most appropriate way of doing that.
It's the only way to do it.
Yep.
There is no other way.
Short uppercut and then Pimp Hand. Perfect. Exit. All right. Cool. Now we're gonna go on to 1-4. Oh, I remember those. That has the silver and gold bosses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's like the one real off-color moment of the game. Right? All the other humor is kind of crude, but it's indirectly crude.
Yeah. This is a little. Here it is.
It's a little too on the nose.
You're not going anywhere until you answer our quiz question. He's such a sexy man. Just my type.
I'm not that kind of guy.
Question time, sweet cheeks. What's the name of our bomb? Elvis. Elvis.
Like I give a shit.
Unfortunately, time's up, baby. Oh.
Alright, now, I remember this is just kind of a gauntlet sort of stage before they come out. Ooh. Well, anyway.
Yeah, on the earlier subject, fan subjects, I mean, generally Nintendo stuff is safe. Nintendo really... I think they once... and this is only kind of alleged, I don't even know if they posted cease and desist, but there was a fan-made Pokemon MMO.
Pokemon MMO?
I remember that.
There's a whole bunch of them, but there was one that was actually shaping up quite nicely.
I think that was when I was in college.
Yeah, there's been tons of them. I think it was like a recent one a few months ago. But yeah, that got smacked down. I think one of the more interesting ones is the developer of Terraria, before he made that. He
Oh, wow,
did
really?
a fan game. And that's how he got his reputation, how Terraria kind of built up such a fan base so quickly.
Oh, interesting.
But the official line is that he got a cease and desist from Nintendo, stopping him from working on the Mario fan game, so he just went and made Terraria.
Oh.
But there doesn't seem to be that much evidence backing this up. It looks like he just used that as an excuse to quietly bow out of an increasingly insane fan base of teenagers.
That'll do it.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame him in the slightest if that was the reason. It's a white lie, and there are some fan bases you just need to exit stage left.
Yeah. Totally understood.
Nobody in this call would know anything about that.
No. What was I gonna say? And if you go to PAX, funny enough, and you meet a lot of like fanboys like that, or fans like that and stuff, yeah, you kind of see like, wow, I would never want to be on the receiving end of like some of the people, you know, here. Especially like some games just like tend to attract very strange things, like Pokemon in general, you know.
Yeah, it's, you know, a lot of the times, okay, it just goes like, what is wrong with people?
Yeah. Not like the cool kids who play God Hand at like 1:30 in the morning. Oh, you son of a...
The coolest of kids.
Right. Alright, let's see here. Oh wow, am I actually hitting them both with the bubble?
Yeah, that's possible.
Nice.
And when it comes to fan projects, Square Enix seem to be mostly apathetic, which is good.
Yeah.
When it comes to anything to do with Chrono Trigger, they seem to get a bit squirrely, which is, I guess it's because they keep releasing Chrono Trigger on every platform known to man.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I remember about this boss, tip-wise, is I don't think the ball buster works on Mr. Silver.
Oh yeah, I do remember something like that.
Nope, somebody just said it in the chat too. Points out that he lost his balls in the war.
Oh yeah, I forget. Where do you learn that? That's like this like totally random.
You examine him after you beat him, and it mentions that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's the kind of ridiculous detail this game just is packed full of.
Right. Like pretty much no reason whatsoever.
It's just, why the hell not?
Yeah. There we go. That's the charging uppercut that you can juggle them with. Forgot about that. Alright. Now two heavy set gentlemen. Oh, son of a... I forget what that red card I just picked up does. That makes you kind of glow, a little fiery, but...
I think you get tension faster, or it might be a damage up.
Well, let's hope it's a damage up because I could have possibly used that on something else. That's okay. We have 2 fruit in the arena, and I'm sorry. That was not. Aw, Jesus. Tumblr's never gonna let me live that down. No, I have 2 health upgrades in the arena, and full health. So anyway, let me go vault. Let's see
So
here.
a fun thing that they were talking about in the chat before is that and you can actually see it if you've seen both material. There's a lot of references to Fist of the North Star in this.
Oh yeah.
In that, like, the whole like post-apocalyptic setting is kind of similar, but also that the fat guys are pretty much just one of the major like villains in the first part of the story.
I actually never watched or any Fist of the North Star or anything. The only thing I know from it is I had the English version for Sega Genesis, which was called like Last Attack or something.
Yep.
But yeah, it was really Hokuto no Ken, or is that the real name of it? I think.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I've never seen like more than a few clips of the original series. I saw in one of the remakes later on. But yeah, it's Kung Fu Jesus. It is.
It actually has Kung Fu Jesus in it.
Really?
There's a guy that just straight up looks like Jesus.
Robes and everything.
The protagonist is basically Kung Fu Jesus as a character description. He wanders from place to place, helping the sick and poor, and punching people until they explode.
There we
Yeah.
go.
It was in that era of Shonen Jump stuff where they weren't afraid to be gory or anything like that.
That's me. It's comic book hyper-violence. It's so gory it doesn't even register as being violent as you do. See, say a crunchy, hands-on fight scene.
Doesn't. Yeah. What do you know? Doesn't look. Must have lost his balls in the war. That's so weird.
But yeah, so as I was saying earlier, there's Square Enix don't seem to be too interested in and projects, which is good because there's one that I hope completes very soon. There is a project to fully localize Final Fantasy Type 0.
Oh.
Which
Okay.
it's the one big Final Fantasy game in the series that never got an English release on the PSP.
What is that? I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
It's really quite fancy. It's kind of action RPG with some strategy elements. Technically, it's meant to be part of the Final Fantasy 13 universe, but I think they kind of split it off into something completely new. And yeah, apparently quite good game. It's really high budget. Like it came on 2 PSP discs. I think it was 2 or 3.
Wow.
It is actually bizarre. I don't think any other game's done that.
Yeah, it was like right at the end of the PSP's life. and the biggest budget game ever released on the system, and Square decided to not bother translating it. So fans have been hacking away at it for years now. And apparently it's due out in a couple of months. They released a trailer a while back.
That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Alright. 3,700. I don't think I really have anything I can buy or anything, so fuck it. Let's just go to the next level then.
Yeah.
Sneak
Finish
into
the chapter.
1-5, sneak into Elvis's crib. So, I intend to do such a thing. Final Fantasy Type 0, it's called?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll have to check that out.
And
The
so
only
long as that
translation-
and the Metroid 2 remake come out, that'll make me happy.
The only translation thing that I'm following right now, and I'm really looking forward to, is I don't know if they're on SA or not, but somebody is translating the entirety of the second Game Center CX game.
Whoa.
Oh,
Which
good.
is-
Oh, yes, that's because the original just didn't sell well enough in English territories, did it?
It didn't have really super great marketing, and it really just looks like if you look at the box cover, it's just Retro Game Master in the Game Center CX font, so it just looks like a DS, like
Shovelware kind of thing.
Yeah. But the second game is amazing because it has some because the whole point of the game is that it tries to copy old video game type of games. But the second one has adventure games in it, like the old NES adventure games.
And that would increase the way more effort required to translate.
Exactly.
Oh, good on the fans for trying.
Whoa.
Games have basically been translating Game Center CX series for ages.
Yeah. So because
Which is great. If anyone hasn't watched it, I'm gonna just drop the link to the official Goon site for it, which is great.
Yep.
Seriously, the site is excellent. Information packed and direct downloads for every episode.
So Beef, one little tip:
Mm-hmm.
the Elvis sign in the main statue in the main hall.
Yeah.
If you punch him enough times, he drops a book that gives you a full super bar.
Oh, cool. How do you taunt? I did it before, accident. Yeah, like that.
When did Game Center CX begin? Because I think it's kind of like the original Let's Play, possibly.
I've heard 2003.
So when was the Let's Play forum started on something awful?
So that was 2007.
Yeah, so there's every chance there was some small inspiration.
Maybe some subtle thing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
For anyone who hasn't watched it, it is basically Let's Play the TV show. Only the gimmick is the guy playing is middle-aged and not particularly good at games.
Well, that sounds like me, actually. That is kind of his.
And he is thrown headlong into the most brutal 8 and 16-bit era games ever known.
Yeah. The best thing about the show is the people that he works with. All the directors and assistant directors and all that. Like even the cameraman, the cameraman is a former high school thug. And so he's real and he stereotypically he knows a lot about motorcycles and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So they do quiz games and he answers all the vehicle questions. and that's another thing. They do quiz games and they get he doesn't have enough knowledge of anything to beat these games, so they get the whole crew who works on the show in on it.
Yeah, he's gotten better over time. There was a 2-part episode where he did Battletoads, and he loved that game. The Turbo Tunnel, he really enjoyed every second of that.
He actually didn't mind gaming over because it meant he gets to do the Turbo Tunnel again.
Oh, so he did Battletoads for real, no save states, no nothing.
Well, they did use the warp zone later on because I mean, they do have a deadline to get it filmed by the end of the day.
Right, yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he has 13 hours to play the game. Sometimes they extend it to a second day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, what happens if you just can't do it or whatever? 'Cause, like,
Yeah, he fails the challenge.
I was gonna say,
for every season they have a running tally, and it's like 6 games per season.
It varies from season to season because like the first couple they were just like, I don't know if we can make a show out of this. And like the first season, well, the first season's completely different than the rest of the seasons, but like the second season's like 10. They were all 10 at first. There were a couple seasons where he had medical emergencies, and they were like 6 episodes. But the recent ones have been like 20 episode seasons.
Either way, it's far more interesting than it has any right to be.
huh. Alright, well, I'll check it out then. Oh, dear. No, let's cheat and just God hand our way through these guys, because they give me trouble for some reason.
As long as you don't go in the treasure room. I don't think you even get anything from the treasure room.
What is the treasure room?
There's a room that's like an exhibit of like necklaces and treasure and what have you.
Uh-huh.
And it's a really hard gauntlet.
Huh.
But I don't think you get anything for doing it. Oh, no. The necklaces and stuff, they're money, so I guess you get money out of it.
Hey. Sorry, that is just fun to do.
No, Spider Fancy, he's playing it on the PS3, I think. Right?
What's that?
You're playing this on the PS3?
I am, yes.
Yeah, best version of the game. I don't think there's any emulation bugs. And it runs at a nice higher, or somewhat higher resolution than the original.
Whoa! What did I interrupt here?
Oh, you walk into the sexy room.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I didn't know. Wow, I haven't played this in a long time. I forgot. I either never knew about that, or I completely forgot about that. Oh yeah, whatever. Let's get some fruit
To
out
be
of
fair,
it.
it kind of pales in comparison to what you see later in the game.
This is true, yeah.
It's easy to get a single room like that when you've got like
Yeah,
continual barrage of weirdness.
right.
You know, I don't remember where all the keys are in this stage.
I forgot that I had to get keys even. Wow.
Yeah, so did I.
Now the corridors are also saying it's really hard to build up a mental map of the levels.
Right. Whoa. Let's go with Divine Smash. Fuck, I hate demons.
Oh, I love the demons.
Well, I was just getting into character, honestly. Alright. Cool.
Getting into the character of Darkside Beef.
Alright, now, these two ladies I saved because they're civilians should give me something, right? Like,
Yeah, fruit, probably.
I need it. Yep. Thank you very much.
I love it.
Let's see here. Cool. Alright, what else do we got around here?
Maybe you do have to go into the treasure room.
Well, that thing said next area, so I could just go to that. What is this? Rosary is reacting. Oh, yeah, there's 3. Okay, so... Gotcha. Alright, so I need one more of those. So either I go to the treasure room, or I try that other thing that said next area. Which is probably what I'm gonna have to do. Alright. What are you guys playing lately, by the way? Like, wait, now.
I'm actually just picked up, because I just finished up Dark Souls 2.
Mhm.
I started playing the Ico collection on PS3.
I have never played the Ico collection.
Well, they were PS2 games. It's Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, okay. I thought...
never played them either. I've always heard, oh, great game, so picked it up. Ico's a little odd because, you know, they did build an entire game around an export quest.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, the HD remakes of both of them are excellent. The biggest problem with the original Shadow of the Colossus was the PS2 hardware just screamed for mercy constantly. Because they did some crazy effects. Like the Colossi themselves, most of them are covered in this thick hair. And the fur rendering technology that they use to do it just overloads the fill rate on the PS2 graphic hardware. The frame rate drops to like 10, 15 frames a second almost constantly. So the HD remake kind of addresses the biggest problems.
I see.
As for what I've been playing, I just recently finished up on the new Wolfenstein, which was a huge surprise.
Really good?
Yeah, and I had not been following the development of it at all until like 2 weeks before release. And I found that the developers had been competent enough to stream the entire first hour of the game, no commentary, completely uncut.
Oh, wow.
So they were confident in it, and it's a pure old school shooter, but it's by the core team that made the Chronicles of Riddick games.
I never played those either.
Really surprisingly good. Like, this is the kind of studio they are. They take a concept as stupid as Chronicles of Riddick.
And they turn it into something.
Yeah, with a good story, good acting.
Wow.
Good acting itself.
Did they get Vin Diesel? Because that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vin Diesel did all the mocap and voice.
Wasn't it Vin Diesel's studio made the game?
Vin Diesel has a studio now?
Yeah.
Vin Diesel has a
Vin
video
Diesel-
game studio.
Vin Diesel has a game studio of his own, and he kind of partly collaborated on the Chronicles of Riddick games. The guy is apparently an enormous nerd, in the most literal sense.
I've heard that, yeah. He's big into D&D and stuff, right? Yeah, you do need the treasure room, apparently. That's...
Word is, over the course of filming the second Riddick film, he taught Dame Judi Dench how to play Dungeons and Dragons. and later on, I'd heard that Judi Dench now plays D&D with her grandchildren.
That's kind of ridiculous.
But ain't that cool?
Yeah, no, definitely. Dame Judi Dench. That is pretty incredible. All right, now that I got that, what do you got? 13,800. So I can certainly buy the TP update, which I guess I might as well. Oops.
Here's the thing that sold me on the new Wolfenstein when I was watching the Giant Bomb Quick Look. You can dual wield any weapon.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's
you can just
great.
have like 2 rocket launchers.
Oh, yeah, it's an old school kind of PC style shooter in that you can carry like 20 guns, a boatload of ammo, upgrades, whatever, dual wield anything at any time, and you are constantly scavenging the battlefield for health packs and armor.
Interesting.
It's kind of 90s style, well, not 90s, like early 2000s style PC shooter, but with all the polish you expect of a modern AAA game.
All right, folks, I'm afraid we're going to have to hold on for 1 second here because we are going to have to face the first boss, and he has a fairly incredible cutscene, so...
Yes, and amazing music as well, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, we'll just have one more loading screen, and then it's on to Elvis.
Finally, a boss fight.
This little Huevon is the God Hand. Oh, that's rich. A la mierda. Oh,
What's the matter? You on a tight budget, big guy?
You know what? I'm getting a bit hungry. And a little huevon sounds like it would hit the spot.
You need to feed your brain, not your ass.
I hope you fight half as good as you talk, cabron.
Find out for yourself.
Yeah! I don't think you realize what you're getting yourself into, pendejo!
Newsflash, big guy. You can wax on, wax off all you like. I'm still kicking your ass.
So I think this and Resident Evil 4 are the only games that ever used the term pendejo, as far as I know. But
if you ever wanted to convince somebody that this was a great game, all you need to do is just show them that cutscene.
yeah, that is a pretty.
That cutscene followed by the boss fight with the music.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's a treasure chest behind the throne I forgot about. That's right. Oh! And that's where you get it.
Aha. So yeah, this whole fight is just...
Yes.
This fight is the first wall if you're playing in hard mode. Because, like...
It's the first wall if you're playing in any mode.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But, like... Him on die mode all the time, with, like, the amount of health that you have when you get to him, is just obscene.
Yeah, almost zero margin for error. I'm just... I like playing games on high difficulty settings, but God hand, I was just not up for that. Just not that good.
Yeah, well, it's weird that you actually get stuff for it, including that and then the kick me sign run, because it doesn't seem, neither of them seem like serious type of things that someone could actually accomplish. And I'm sure I know there are people who have, but like, yeah, sorry?
Well, the nice thing is that you can kick me sign run on easy.
Oh. That does actually help out.
Yeah,
that's generally kind of Platinum's thing. I mean, they love their kind of super hardcore optional challenges. All of their games, aside from possibly Akami, has some kind of like ultimate challenge.
Right.
Hidden away in there. That, in many cases, doesn't even have an achievement attached to it. It's just something that the best player will ever do.
Okami had the, like, 50 battle gauntlet run.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty tough.
Yeah, and the thing was, those could always be cheesed if you just did healing over time in between the fights.
Oh.
And Bayonetta had a secret Uber boss that was unlocked after you basically got every other unlock in the game.
Yep.
And that is like almost impossibly hard. It has the power to flatten you in like 2 seconds.
This is a gun hand.
What?
Nothing, we just hear you hit things.
Hey!
Yeah, this is what I was saying. This is why God Hand is not exactly great street.
Hit.
Hey, you're the big nice hero, right? How about giving me a hand here?
Huh?
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, I'll help you out all right.
¡A la mierda! He really gave it to me, all right.
See you around, fat boy.
So I couldn't hear exactly what one of you said, but I was like, not really saying anything because I was really low on health during that whole fight.
Yeah, we noticed.
And then, yeah, he blew smoke on, and I'm not even sure. I think I just hit square and managed to just luckily get the last hit on that, but...
Just making comments on the fact that you were just hissing the whole time.
Yeah, this is not casual streaming gaming. You need to be like, you need to bring your A game.
Well, I at least think a strong C+. Oh.
He's late. Why must fat and slow always apply to Elvis?
He probably stopped to feed that fat face of his. Oh.
Perdóname. I gotta be hungry and could barely move. Oh. You know, if some people hadn't have passed by, I would have starved.
You eat enough of that filthy meat for us all. Sure explains your breath.
Don't act like you hate eating human, chica. My breath is minty fresh.
Asshole! Oh, get away from me!
Elvis, what happened?
See, boss, that's definitely 100% pure God hand.
Elvis, can you capture him alive?
Me? Catch that crazy gringo? Nah, you first, boss.
I'll do it. This guy sounds like fun.
No way, he's mine!
Damn it! Make up your mind! You can go. Oh, but don't you kill him. I want to have some fun with him first.
At last our time has come. We shall dispose of this so-called savior and rain despair upon humankind.
I forget what the main diva is called. But...
Someone in chat just described Elvis as strong badass designed by Japan. Which,
One of my favorite
I
things
feel that's
about-
pretty on the money.
One of my favorite things about Elvis is that his voice actor is Jameson Price, the same guy who did Blue Boo in the Dynasty Warriors games.
I think this is a relatively good stopping point for the stream. You know, maybe we
Yeah,
can...
that's the end of Act 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, alright. Maybe we'll do some more God Hand tomorrow or something, but unfortunately it's 2:23 for me right now. But, thank you, Dominic, for coming in on the stream.
Yeah.
Or the
Always
stream.
glad to join in.
Sure, and thank you, Wandering Newbie. If you guys have anything you'd like to plug, please feel free.
Yeah, I've dropped a few links, and that'll be enough.
Works for me.
And you already talked about my Punch-Out stuff. That's probably the only thing I would plug.
Okay, well, cool. Alright then, thanks again, gentlemen.
Sign out.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Later.